Hello, good evening, everyone. So we are returning to Aviary Attorney to explore the other path that we could have had at the end of Chapter 3. This time we are going to fail to defend Severin and see how that path branches from there. Thou Claire. Know his name and occupation, there's no doubt. Do you remember Jean Paul Morton? What were his crimes? I need a starving child. Vegetables were groceries. Survive. There are actually a couple of things we can do at this point, and I want to explore one of them first. Falcon, we have to make a move. Say something. Okay, now, first thing I want to explore is if we don't intervene. Kokoriku's gonna die if you don't say something. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. What? Do you have any last words? Just pull the trigger and be done with it. Well. Yep. There's nothing more to see here. Let's go. Falcon? Falcon, stop. What the hell are you doing? Where are you going? Look around you, Sparrowson. Fat cat bourgeoisie are getting away with murder. Wolves have infested the courts and churches. Severin Cocorico, perhaps the most righteous person in all of France, is lying dead at the hands of an unruly mob. Justice is dead, Sparrowson. It doesn't have to be like that. You could have done something to save Severin. You want to be a heroic lawyer so badly? Fine. Go be a hero. You don't need my help. The key to the Aviary Attorney office. Take it. What? What are you... No, stop with the melodrama, Falcon. If we hurry, we'll be able to tell Inspector Valerdi what we saw, and he'll be able to arrest the rebels before they escape. So do it. You don't need me to hold your hand. And when you see the inspector, make sure to tell him this. The Viridian Killer is returned. The Viridian Killer? I don't understand. Falcon, where are you going? Falcon? Well now, that was, Oh, that does... Oh, wait, that does start... Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have to... Damn it, now we're gonna have to... That did start a new path. I thought it was just gonna be a bad ending. Jeez. Okay, then. This gets better and better. Alright, I'm going in. I'm coming too. No, I need you to get out of here. Go find the police, Royal Guard, anyone. I'll stall for time. Falcon? Okay, I'll go get help. Do you have any last words? Just pull the bloody trigger and be done with it. Wait! Wait! He's right. This is a terrible trial. There's no evidence, no defense, no examination of the facts. You've dragged him out the streets and decided his fate based purely on your own prejudices and whims. Who the cluck does this bird brain think he is? I'm this man's defense attorney. I'm J.J. Falcon. J.J., what are you doing? Defense attorney? You're a raving loony is what you are. Or a spy. I've seen this monsieur eavesdropping on our conversations before. He cannot be trusted. Everyone, please, hear me out. Monsieur Fontaine, we've only met on a couple of occasions, but you seem like an intelligent and reasonable person. Why, thank you. I do consider myself to be reasonable. Then surely you can see something wrong with dragging someone off the streets and executing him without trial. Well, I want to see a better France, monsieur. A France with actual liberty for all. I don't enjoy violence, but I have no qualms with a traitor or two dying to achieve that noble goal. Means to an end, you know. Do you see, Falcon? This man's death is inevitable. For the good of France, and in the name of justice, he must be killed. Justice. There's that word again. Madam, I won't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but shooting this man right now would not bring you justice. It would only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. Justice? Revenge? What's the difference? Okay, this was what I said originally. And I think it's the most correct one. Due process, madam. By following an organized chain of events, justice ensures that both sides have a fair and balanced trial. My father did not receive a fair and balanced trial. Then this is your opportunity to show the rooster how it should be done. Madam, surely you aren't entertaining the words of this heathen. Fine, Falcon, we'll play this your way. We shall have a formal trial for the murder of the croque monsieur. Excellent. Shall we head back to my office and file the necessary papers? Don't take me for a fool. You'll walk us right into a trap. We shall have the trial right here and now. Right here in the catacombs? It's as good a place as any. I suppose we'll be needing a judge. I volunteer! No, thanks, Pierre. We're trying to form a courtroom, not a circus. Aww. Just go see how the security's doing, Pierre. We don't want any more spies wandering in. Radio! Perhaps I can help, madam. You know I'm a pious man, after all. Okay, Remus, you can be our judge, and I will lead the prosecution. What about the jury? With due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. Look around you. As we speak, we're being watched and judged by countless dead men and women. They shall be our jury. That may work as a metaphor, but in practical terms... In practical terms, it's me you have to convince, Falcon. Convince me that this bird is not guilty. After all, I'm the one who holds the gun. Well, it looks like we're ready to get started. The trial of Severin Cocorico is underway. He stands accused of the murder of the man known as the Croque Monsieur in cold blood. Madame Beaumont, please explain the details of what happened. Very well. Last night, at the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard at the Rue de Marmosets. Pierre alerted us, and we managed to arrive before the police did. On the scene, I saw the man known as the Croque Monsieur, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Standing over the body, I saw the murderer, Severin Cocorico, still clutching his murder weapon. Am I to understand you didn't witness the crime firsthand, madam? You only saw the aftermath. Yes, but one of us did happen to see the incident itself. Madame Beaumont, I found this here pigeon running around our tunnels. I'm no pigeon, monsieur. He's a spy in any case. Let's say I execute him right now. It's alright, he's with me. With you? He's my assistant. He carries my bags and stuff. Falcon, I trust you don't have any other assistants lurking around the corner? No, madam. Then take your lackey out of my sight. Psst, Falcon. What is it? I saw someone lurking in the catacombs. I think he was watching us from the shadows. Another rebel? I don't know. But he got spooked when he saw me. He dropped this. A political pamphlet. Well, I best be getting back to the patrols, then. Not so fast, Piero. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not? I did, ma'am. Then you can be our first witness. Go stand in the center. Okie dokie. Do I need to say an oath or something? That won't be necessary. We trust you. Just tell us what you saw last night, Piero. Okie dokie. I saw it as plain as day. The Croque Monsieur was just minding his own business on Rue de Marmosets, when all of a sudden this here brute of a rooster appeared with his gun in his hand. Bam! The rooster fired. The croc slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, the Croque Monsieur drew his own gun. Bam! The croc fired back. So to clarify, Cocorico shot first. Yes, ma'am. No question there. What happened next? Well, I knew you guys, Fontaine, Remus, and you, ma'am, were only a stone's throw away at the cathedral, so I ran to get your help. We all arrived back at the scene maybe a minute after I left it. And there I saw the dead Croque Monsieur and the murderous Severin Cocorico with my own eyes. Thank you for your report, Piero. It's nothing, ma'am. You see, Falcon, Piero's not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. True that! But he is honest to a fault. I would trust his word with my own life. I don't doubt the man's honesty, madam. Nonetheless, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? What does that mean? I don't claim to be an expert of the law. That was always my brother's role in the family. But I think a cross-examination means that Falcon would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions. Actually, it means I would like to make sure Piero's story holds up under scrutiny. Yes, I'll be asking questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case at hand. Clearly a pointless stalling tactic, madam. Shall we put an end to the trial? No, we'll let the bird have his little cross-examination. But I'm warning you, Falcon, don't mess with me. Don't mess with you? If I get the slightest inkling you're rambling to stall for time, I'll end this trial on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Start questioning Cocorico's shoe size or the color of the Croque Monsieur's underwear, and I'll lose my patience. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just flub it up on purpose. Now, Pierre, you say this incident took place on Rue de Marmosets. I don't doubt you were there, but where exactly were you standing? Well, let's see. I came from across the river, then turned to the Rue Saint-Landry. So yeah, I was standing about where Rue de Marmosets meet the Rue Saint-Landry. The crossroads. That's a pretty ordinary street from what I remember. It's around a minute's walk from Notre Dame Cathedral, if I remember correctly. Do you have another question about Rue de Marmosets? What were you doing there? Just passing through. Okay, but where were you headed? For example, did you have business at the conciergerie, or were you heading home from the cathedral? To be honest, monsieur, I don't think that's none of your business. Fair enough. I'll keep my beak out of it. Damn right! You claim you saw the incident plain as day. Yep, plain as day. Okay. Piero, I would like to remind you that this crime occurred around midnight, in February, on an overcast, moonless night, in an unlit alley. What's your point? It would have been dark. So dark you couldn't possibly have correctly identified the people involved. Hey, I swear I saw what I saw! Hold on, Falcon, you slipped up. You say the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns over Rue de Marmosets. Oh, that's right, that's right. We live in La Ville Luminaire. There's a gas lamp on every street. You're right, Madame Beaumont. There are street lanterns over Rue de Marmosets, but they wouldn't have been any good. Okay, this would be... I think this is... Yeah, the glass shards from the broken street lamps, but... You're saying this is how you knew the street lamps are broken? I don't follow. Well, you see, you picked the wrong piece of evidence, didn't you? Yeah. Are you trying to toy with me? I don't appreciate it. Explain yourself, Falcon. He's floundering, madam. Agreed. I've heard enough of these rambling theories. Falcon, your respect for your comrade is admirable, and you displayed great valiance by leaping head-first into the lion's den. But you fail to convince me of this bird's innocence. Madame Beaumont, I implore you. Not another word. We humored you. We set up a court and went through the motions of a trial, and now the rooster's guilt has been formally proven. We have more evidence. Enough. The trial is over. Severin Cocorico, you have been formally tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on the counts of conspiracy, of the murder of the croque-monsieur, and the murder of my father, Jean Beaumont. Madam, please. JJ, it's all right. I've made my peace. This is far from all right. Dying in the name of a new republic, at the hands of rebels, there are worse ways to go. It was good enough for Robespierre, right? Severin. Tend to the body, Piero. Yes, ma'am. Do you plan to kill us too? Why would I do that? You two have done nothing wrong. I see no reason for you to be tried, let alone executed. Your mercy is admirable, madam, but I fear if we let these two go, they'll tell the police everything. It would compromise us. No. We promised to keep our beaks shut, right, Falcon? But we can't trust the word of potential traitors. Madam, for the good of France, we must execute the birds right now. Some man of God you are. I hate to admit it, but you have a point, Remus. This is an unpleasant situation. What to do? Okay, I know. I'm going to give you a choice. You have two options. The first is that I shoot you right here and now. That's not something either of us particularly want, but if it must be done... What's option number 2? You join us. We need lawyers to help bring the new republic into fruition. Your skills would be very much appreciated. Our skills? Somebody has to draft new laws. Somebody has to file the paperwork to secure the new republic's internationally recognized legal status. Somebody has to prosecute the officials who corrupted this country. Wouldn't that be a glorious job? You mean, prosecute the Prime Minister, or the King? We can discuss the specifics later. For now, I need to hear a decision. What will it be? Okay, I found that it really doesn't matter which choice you say. Fine, we'll work with you. Good. Then a verbal contract has been made. So, what happens now? Piero and Fontaine will lead you to Le Canard Joya. I will finish up here and meet you in 2 hours. Needless to say, they will be keeping a close watch on you. Don't even think about running. Of course. Then we're done here. Fontaine, lead the way. Yes, madam. Come along, you two. You can't seriously be trusting these filthy lawyers, madam. They're probably plotting revenge for their dead friend at this very moment. I do trust them. Throughout that trial, I got the impression that Falcon was trying to de-escalate the situation, avoid violence. Such a viewpoint is naive, but it is exactly what we need in this revolution. But they will betray you. If they are stupid enough to even raise one feather against me, they will regret it. Beaumont, though, is not really a bad person, though, I think. These guys, on the other hand, you can come out now, brother. Yeah, the ending before would have involved Beaumont killing Sylvia / Romulus instead. Although he survives in this outcome, at least for now. How did it go? Better than we ever hoped for. The rooster is dead, and the madam has tasted her first blood. Amazing. Completely worth getting shot for. A meddlesome falcon tried to disrupt the execution. Falcon? Really? That tenuous wretch. Don't worry. He floundered and bumbled around hopelessly. The madam thinks that he's of some use, but really he's as good as dead. This is marvelous. Every piece is falling into place. Our dream will be a reality in no time at all. To reason, brother. To reason. I hope you don't harbor too much hate for the madam. I know that the rooster is your friend, but the madam does what she does for the good of France. Boy, oh boy, this is awkward. It is a bit. Perhaps a round of drinks are in order. After all, this is a tavern. What do you two say? Hey, if you're buying, I'll take a wine. Make sure it's a stiff one. I'll take 2. Very well. Piero, fetch our guests some drinks. It's your round. My round? No way, it's your turn. Turns don't matter. You still owe me for that omelet I generously paid for last Friday. Ah, well, you owe me for that coffee on Tuesday. Okay, so that's 30 cents of coffee deducted from a 60-cent omelet, plus the 25-cent peanuts you swiped from my pantry. Hold up, I ain't so good at mental arithmetic. Listen, Sparrowson, you need to go. Go? Yes, I'll create a distraction. You head straight for the back door. Is that such a good idea? If we both stick around, we could both end up dead as soon as we rub the lioness the wrong way. If we both run, those two will probably shoot us in the backs. So the way I see it, one of us running is the most viable option. Falcon, don't argue. Once you're out, find Valerity and tell him what you've seen. Okay. So it's agreed. You get this round, and I'll owe you 2 cents. Yep, and I'll hold you to them 2 cents. Be right back. Don't you two move or nothing. He'll hold me to the 2 cents. That Piero's such a miser. Anyway, I don't feel like sitting in silence. Let's talk to pass the time. This seems to be his forte. Fontaine, I have a gun question. A gun question? Do go on. What's better, flintlock or percussion cap ignition systems? What a delightful technical question, but I'm afraid there's no dispute here. Percussion caps are the future, hands down. You see, flintlocks are unreliable. A little light drizzle and the ignition system no longer functions. The gun becomes worthless. But a percussion cap will always work, as long as it's built correctly, as long as the gun has enough gunpowder. I suppose there's a matter of material cost. How much does a brass cap cost compared to flint and steel? It's a little pricier, I think. Alright, I brought drinks. One for me, one for you, and one for... Hey, where's the little one? The little one, he's right. Oh, merde. I lost him. You lost him? How'd you lose him? I was gone for 2 minutes. I think I dropped the ball on this one. I'll say, the Mav's gonna string us up for sure. Actually, we should make up a cover story. We can't let her find out about this. Too late. You can't let me find out about what? Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there weren't paying attention and let Sparrowson walk casually away. Madam. Oh, we can explain! I swear, I give you 2 bozos one damn job. Doesn't matter. That little bird was dispensable for our plans, but Falcon isn't. What's important is that he's still here. Madam, if Sparrowson runs to the police, then both this location and the sleeping city are compromised. We should keep this meeting brief. Agreed. Falcon, let me quickly fill you in. As you probably know, we're planning to form a protest, an enormous protest, on the 14th of this month. We intend to draw a massive crowd at the Palais de Concorde, and then we shall march across Tuileries Garden. A march across Tuileries? You intend to storm the Louvre? No, the Palais Royal. That's where the King and Prime Minister will be residing. I would like it to go peacefully, but... Peaceful uprisings have a habit of turning violent, don't they? Exactly, and we can't let the leaders of this country escape amidst the chaos. They must be tried for their crimes against the French people. On that note, I want you to lead the prosecution. You want me to prosecute the King of France? The King and the Prime Minister. They are both responsible for the rampant inequality that plagues this country. On the day of the revolution, we will drag both of these overpaid bourgeoisie onto the streets, and you shall prosecute them then and there. I think I understand. Prosecuting the pair for crimes against humanity? I suppose it could certainly be done. If I were to interview a lot of citizens, gather a lot of evidence, file some paperwork, I could probably prepare a case in around 2 months. We don't have the luxury of time. Use your ingenuity on the day, just like you did in the catacombs. You can't be serious. There is no alternative. The wheels of the revolution are already turning, and the revolution will ignite in under a week. The question on my mind is, what do we do with you until then? You can leave with us, ma'am. We'll keep a good eye on him. After seeing the atrocious job you did with guarding the little bird, I think not. I'll just have to guard you myself, Falcon. You shall spend this week at my side while I complete our preparations. At your side, all day and night? Absolutely. I'm not going to let you out of my sight for 1 minute. That seems excessive. You can trust me, madam. No, I cannot. You promised to help me, but I know that you don't actually believe in the cause of the Second Republic. If I give you 1 grain of freedom, you'll undoubtedly flee. This meeting is over. Come along, Falcon. Now what is this? Ah. And then, while we're sitting in the tavern, Falcon gave me the opportunity to escape. He created a distraction, and I sneaked away and went straight to the police. Then you called a meeting, and, well, here I am. So, yeah, that's the whole story. I see. So, Severin Cocorico died at the hands of the rebels. That's right. And Falcon revealed his true colors as a traitor. A traitor? No, that's not right, Inspector. Falcon's not a rebel. He's just playing along so he can save his own life. Hey, Ragnats. Have you not... I guess you haven't seen any of my other videos of, or streams of, Aviary Attorney yet? Don't be so naive, Sparrowson. Put the puzzle pieces together. Falcon willingly leapt into the lion's den for the specific purpose of siding with the rebels. I see. It's been a pretty good series so far. I definitely suggest checking out the rest that I have uploaded to YouTube on this. I like the story and the art style is good, and pretty much gameplay mechanics pretty much along the same line of games like Ace Attorney. He let you escape because he could see that you weren't truly sympathetic to the rebel cause. That doesn't make sense at all. Falcon's never shown a rebellious streak. Tell me, Sparrowson, what do you know about Falcon's past? Yes, it is. Not a lot. He's a private person. Has he ever told you what he did during the July Revolution, before he changed his name? Before he... No, he hasn't told me anything, really. Sparrowson, let me tell you about the man they call the Viridian Killer. Yeah, there is that. Now, that's... Now, in the route that we played... What was it? Route B, then, that we completed last time. That where apparently Remus was the Viridian Killer, but then Route A that we unlocked just a little bit ago is still suggesting that Falcon may be this Viridian Killer. So I guess we'll just have to see. Ah, you're welcome. I did end up going to bed a while into it. Hopefully the rest of it went well. I'll have to I'll have to try I'll have to try my luck at the Link to the Past and Super Metroid randomizer sometime in the future. The Palais Royal. Just look at the disgusting den of fat cat bourgeoisie and hypocritical politicians. Ah, you did? The king is probably in there as we speak. Probably sitting in his high chair, stuffing his bloated face with cake and wine, while he boasts about being the perfect citizen king. Did you come here just to moan about the king? No, I've come to assess the potential battleground. On the day of the rebellion, I might order Piero to set up a barricade over there. What do you think? There? Right outside the Palais Royal? Of course. It's the perfect place for a defensive garrison. We can gather furniture from nearby buildings, build a wall, and position rifles to fend off the police. When the time is right, it will serve as the ideal location to launch our assault on the palace. So you weren't just throwing empty words in the tavern. You actually do intend on dragging the king out of the palace through violence? Of course. He'll never abdicate on his own volition. It's not as if I want to see bloodshed, Falcon. It's necessary. It's inevitable. I mean, we have to be realistic. There's no way to bring change to a country without using violence, is there? I think there are ways. People look back on the violent moments of history, the executions, the wars, the bloody revolutions. But who's to say that a country couldn't be overturned just through the chance of the people? A pacifist revolution. Interesting. I would love for such a thing to be possible. Maybe. It would be better to avoid building the barricades. At least until it's clear that violence is inevitable. That's good. That's good compromise, madam. Now, the last route through Chapter 4B, there wasn't really... It was pretty much on rails by that point. As during the trial phase, I don't think it would have really mattered what kind of choices I made. Hopefully hopefully it's the same here. La Hall, huh? Let me guess, you have a weapons supplier somewhere around here? Or maybe this is where you plan on meeting an informant, government defector? It's as good a meeting spot as any. Actually, I'm here for groceries. There's no need for that look. You think that just because I'm a gun-toting rebel, I don't need to buy food? Oh, then them again. Man Beaumont! Well, if it isn't Sautan and Little Gambade, you're growing bigger every time I see you. Ma'am, you have to hear this. Something big went down here yesterday. Policeman, a nasty, ugly policeman. Let me guess, he was bullying people into revealing secrets on the whereabouts of the revolutionaries. Well, that's how it started, ma'am. Same old bullying tactics. He was pushing around this old beggar rat who hangs around the market sometimes. But then when the rat wasn't speaking up, the policeman drew his gun and shot him. Holy shit, the policeman shot the beggar? Just like that? Yep. But then the coward cop went and ran before he could turn on him. I find this difficult to believe. A policeman wouldn't openly shoot a beggar without just cause. Open your eyes, Falcon. This is the regime us Parisians live under. We are ignored by the government, oppressed by the police, and hanged by the courts. Why do you think I'm fighting so hard to make change? We can't put up with this sort of bullying. No, this can't be right. Something has to be missing from Sautan's story. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions, madam? Sure, ask away. Make it quick, Falcon. Just who was this beggar rat? I don't really know, well, monsieur. None of us did. He was kind of a loner who hanged around asking for scraps of food and cents. I don't even know his name. That's so sad. Did he have no family? No means of support? Falcon, do you have any idea how many beggars there are in the streets of Paris? How many people go hungry? How many people are forced to turn to crime? I'm well aware, madam. I'm asking these questions to see if there is perhaps some reason why that particular rat was killed. But no, it appears this was just the loss of one unnamed beggar rat among many. It's tragic. That it is, monsieur. Is there any other way I can help? What'd the policeman look like? Well, I didn't get a good look, but he was tall and ugly and mean-looking, and he had one eye. One eye? Yep, had one of them pirate patches. There's no way. Ring any bells, Falcon? I know a man who fits the description, but it simply couldn't be him. He's a bitter individual, but he's morally righteous. I can't imagine him shooting an innocent person so recklessly. Don't let your bias toward the justice system affect your judgment, Falcon. If you think you know who did this, then please, name and shame him. I think I should bite my tongue until I'm a little more certain. Did you want to know anything else, monsieur? If a policeman did shoot an innocent man, there would surely be an investigation. Your naivety knows no bounds, Falcon. You think the police care if one of their own is out of control? Actually, there was one bloke asking around, but I don't think he was a policeman. Oh, go on, madam. Well, he was this charming fox. Ah, yes. Renard, yep. A friend of yours, Falcon. Something like that. We should probably pay him a visit to see what he's up to. Pay him a visit? I suppose we can set aside a little time. Did you want something else? That's all, madam. Thanks for all your help. No problem. Anything to help Madame Beaumont. We'll try to get to the bottom of this, Sultan. Just make sure to stay safe when the revolution starts. Stay inside. Keep Gambade safe. Of course, ma'am. You stay safe yourself, you hear? Guess we should have a little chat with Renard then. Visitors, Monsieur Volpe's visitors. Really, Falcon, what do you hope to accomplish in this sleazy back alley establishment? Sleazy? Madam, my back alley office is perhaps a little cluttered and eclectic, but I resent the accusation of sleaze. Maybe I should do the introductions. Monsieur Volpes, this is Madame Beaumont, a friend of mine. Madam, this is Renard Volpes, private investigator, at your service. It is a pleasure to meet you, madam. Ah, how stoic. I'm sure you have some pressing question to ask, Falcon, but before we get started, there's something I must tell you. Monsieur Sparrowson dropped by earlier. He informed me of your situation. Sparrowson? Is he all right? Oh, yes. He's now working with Inspector Valerdi, attempting to unravel the rebel plot. And just as I thought, it appears your lackey has solidified his position as a traitor to the Second Republic, Falcon. Perhaps, perhaps not. Sparrowson doesn't strike me as a person who sides with any ideology. But, you know, he asked me those peculiar questions. Would you like to know what it was? Of course. Such information is quite valuable. It would cost, say, 30 francs. Oh, you. Yeah, I know how this works. Here's your money, monsieur. Very good. So, on to the question. Sparrowson asked if you were the Viridian killer. The one responsible for the random bombings during the July Revolution 18 years ago. Why on earth would he ask that? Perhaps the inspector had been telling him stories. So what'd you tell him? The truth, of course. That is, that I have no idea who the Viridian Killer is, but I knew that it couldn't possibly be Falcon. Oh? And how do you know that I'm not the Viridian Killer? Falcon, please. You're a semi-drunk, bumbling oaf, not a ruthless killer. Anyway, I've started my own investigation into the Viridian Killer. It's fascinating stuff. Apparently he was seen in multiple places at once, which leads some to believe that he was actually more than one person. Oh, yeah, the two Wolf brothers. Both of them. And do you know why they call him, or should I say them, the Viridian Killer? Viridian is a greenish color, isn't it? No, I don't have a clue. Crimson Killer would be a much cooler name. and the tendency for the green ink that they like to use. It appears that no one knows the origins of the name, which leads me to suspect that he, or indeed they chose their own name. This is all fascinating, truly fascinating, but perhaps we can return to the conversation of why we're here. Of course, Monsieur Vulpes, we heard you were investigating the murder at Le Hall. I was. That victim was a friend of Mousie's. More of an acquaintance, really. Well, we want to know if you managed to uncover anything. Did you find any leads? Any juicy clues? Not as such. It's quite a peculiar case. Did you hear that the murderer wore an eye patch? I did. You know what that implies, don't you, Falcon? You only know of one police officer, or indeed one person, who wears an eye patch. Isn't that... Where is he? Yeah. Valerdi? The inspector. But that can't be right. You wouldn't describe him as a murderous man, would you, Monsieur Vulpes? Murderous? I don't know. He's certainly passionate about finding the Viridian Killer. Right? Back during their tendency to name all their cities after colors. Who's to say that he wouldn't kill in the pursuit of his archenemy? Falcon, I want to solve this mystery as much as you do, but time is pressing and we have other matters to attend to. We must take our leave. Understood. Until next time, Monsieur Vulpes. Goodbye, and good luck, Monsieur Falcon. It was a pleasure meeting you, madam. Monsieur Vulpes? That lioness looked pretty angry. Is this revolution going to end in blood, Monsieur Vulpes? Just like in 1830? Guess we're going to find out. Tuileries Garden. A beautiful spot to relax, have a picnic, or plan for a violent uprising. Let me think. So it takes 10 minutes to walk from the Palais de Concorde to this very spot. And the Palais Royal lies 5 minutes north of here. But the crowd will be fairly large and slow. It may take twice, maybe 3 times as long to make the move. French Revolution with furries. Yeah, kind of. Having a logistics problem, madam? Perhaps. The plan is to walk the crowd from here through Tuileries to the Palais Royal. But if we take too long to pass through Tuileries, the police will trap us in. We could be flanked and slaughtered. That's quite an issue. Why not just get the protesters to meet at the Palais Royal itself? Because the Palais de la Concorde is an ideal meeting location. It's enormous and easy to get to. I see. But if you got, say, half the protesters to meet at the Palais Royal, you would cut down on traveling time. I get it. A smaller crowd would be easier to direct across the garden. I'll pass the idea along to Piero and see what he has to say. He's the one in charge of leading the crowds, after all. That bird-brained parrot would probably just shoot the idea down, right? Probably, but I appreciate your input. I don't know if you genuinely want to help, or if you're just telling me what I want to hear out of fear, but thank you, Falcon. It's no problem, madam. For the Second Republic, right? Right, for the Second Republic. This is it, Falcon. This is the day we make our stand. Everything's coming together. As we speak, Fontaine is gathering the protesters at the Palais de Concorde. Piero is making preparations to build an armored barricade near the Palais Royal. Just as a precaution, you understand. The only question that remains is, are you ready? Well, alright, let's do it. Absolutely. Bring on the revolution, I say. That's the spirit. Come on, let's see how the protest is going. Alright, this is a good, I think this is a good cutoff spot. I will see you in just a few minutes.